Hello everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my writing goals of 2020. I'm here in my office. This is a slightly different angle because I'm just kind of trying things out where you guys won't have terrible backlight, and I have a new tripod for my camera, so everything is going great. This year, 2021, what do I want to do? There's a few things that I want to do, and if you guys missed out on my reading, like 2020 stats wrap up and my 2021 reading goals and stuff like that, I will leave that video down below for you guys to watch because that's where I talk about those goals extensively. But today we are going to be talking about my writing goals. If you guys didn't know, if you're newer to my channel, hi, hello, I'm Jen. I like to write many different kinds of things, and one of my big goals, I was about to say dreams, goals of mine is to become a published author of many varieties. And I have another video on my channel that talks through my big author goals and dreams, which I will also leave down below for you guys to go watch if you so care. But today we're going to talk about 2021 specifically. So going into 2021, I am picking up Project Dream. So this is my middle grade that I started last year, middle grade series, where I have a cast of characters and they are in a small town and they have a magical forest that is surrounding their town, and they kind of stumble upon things in there and unlock a new world. So I have been working on this for a while. I originally started it last year, physically actually writing it down for Camp NaNoWriMo, one of the camps. I believe it was Camp July. I ended up doing a first draft of it, finishing it in 55,000 words or something, all in 17 days, because I had been letting this idea kind of percolate in my mind since the November before. I have been really in this world now a good year and a bit, which is kind of exciting. So Project Dream, I have written now Project Dream book 1 and 2. I am going back into book 1 because book 1 is in its second draft stage. Book 2 is in its almost complete first draft stage, but I wrote that one for NaNoWriMo of this past year, 2020, and I decided to kind of stop when I reached to Act 3 because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how I wanted to really end the book, so I decided to just leave it there. The story is there for me to go revisit once I'm done publishing kind of book 1 and getting more ideas for it. So, book 1. What are my goals for book 1 this year? My goals are to polish it into a nice draft 3 in the month of January, and then to go and find beta readers for it in February, March, around then, so that I can get other eyes on it to tell me if it's a good story or not. After that, after I get some feedback, I would like to repolish it, draft 4, draft 5, that kind of a thing, get it to the best that I think it can be at this point, and then I'm going to try and query with it later this year. That has been in the back of my mind for a while, and I think that putting it out into the universe is very scary, but also very exciting, because I would really, really like to take the next steps to becoming an actually published author and stepping into the career that I have always wanted. So that is my goal with Project Dream this year. If I revisit Project Dream book 2, that would be great as well. If I started brainstorming book 3, awesome. I need to kind of also figure out story, the full story arc as well, which I'm kind of got started minimally when I was plotting book 2. I kind of did a little bit of that, but that is kind of what's going on with Project Dream this year. I would love to have it queried by the end of this year, which is very exciting. Very exciting and terrifying at the same time. I would also love to revisit Project Dark, which is my YA fantasy. This year, I need to work more on world building. That is my only goal for that this year, is to world build the hell out of it and really have a concrete, realistic world. And then I would like to go back in, obviously, and add those elements to the story and make it even better. Because last year, I finally let my friends look at it. The biggest feedback that came back was that I need to work on my world building and make it feel more real and that kind of a thing. So that is my goal for that book this year. I have kind of taken a step back from Project Dark because I want to work on other things, and Project Dark has dominated my life for the past 5-6 years now. So I want to work on other things, but I also still want to work on that one. And I need to decide where I'm going with that series, where I'm going with that story. So that's exciting. I need to decide what I'm doing with it. So that kind of is in a more of a limbo type of thing. Another one that I would love to kind of revisit, possibly, is Project Yellow. I did that for 2019 NaNoWriMo, and I haven't touched it since. So possibly revisiting that one. That one's not an actual goal of mine to revisit. It's just there if I want it, because I've kind of lost like interest in it, and I kind of have to go back and rejig that one. But this year, other than my already started projects, I would really love to delve into the realm of romance. So either kind of like this one idea that I have in my head that is playing with characters that I've used before for stories that don't have names, that are just figments of my imagination, that I've written, I think, 2 short stories now about, using them as my basis. So their story, I have one in mind, and I have a notebook ready for it. It has no name yet, because I don't really know where I'm going to go with this. And I've written so far 2 kind of brain dumpy type scenes, just words, really. Just words. And I think I have a name for my main character of this story, and I don't know if it would be a novella, a novel. It will be a little bit historical. The aesthetic I have for this story is like golden hour in Rome. That's it. That's the aesthetic I have for the story. And I have like a whole Pinterest board that I want to explore, and I really want to make it like a beautiful lyrical type of story. And I want to dabble in that one, possibly, because it has been kind of coming to mind more recently, as I did write an entire scene. Not an entire scene, like the beginning of a scene on the 3rd of January, as I showed you guys. So there's that one, but I would also possibly like to just dabble in the romance genre, whether that is a full like Harlequin style or more of a calmed down Harlequin style, like just like the more mainstream romance that's out there. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but I would like to delve into a genre that is not fantasy centered, which is very exciting to me. I think that it would be a really good palate cleanser from all of the fantasy books that I have tried to write in the past. So there is that. But other than those like big project type of goals, this year I would like to participate in both of the camps and in the actual NaNoWriMo again, which would be super, super fun. And I really don't know what else. That's basically my writing goals for 2021. Don't have a lot of really concrete ones. It's just mainly I want to write more. I want to make writing more of a priority, more of a part of my life, and I want to try and bring it into my daily routine every day to get back into that. Not necessarily to the scope of like NaNoWriMo, where I'm writing like 2,000 words a day. I just want to have time every day where I write, even if it's even for 20 minutes, like a 20-minute writing sprint. I would like to do that. Besides all of the like personal writing goals, there are 2 things that I want to do with my channel this year, and that really involves you guys as well. So I would really, really, really love to implement more live streams, writing sprint live streams onto my channel, because during NaNoWriMo I did them every week. I did, I think, 4 or 5, I can't remember how many exactly, live streams where I did writing sprints, I hosted sprints and stuff like that. So I would love to do more of those. I don't know if I'd do them every week or when I would really do them, but I would love to do more this year and kind of make them a more regular thing on my channel, which would be super exciting. So actually, for that one, let me know down below if you guys would like that, if you guys would participate, and what days of the week, how often you would like me to do them. That would be fantastic feedback for me to take into account and kind of like build my channel around that. Other than live streams, I would like content-wise for me, because I have been more of a booktuber in the past. It's been like a year and a bit since I've started my channel, but I would like to have at least 1 video every month to be writing based, to be author tube based, which is going to be an interesting one. And I'm not going to include, I'm not going to count the live streams towards that, because I would like writing experiments or writing vlogs or just that kind of a thing, like updates. I don't really know what else I could do as an author tube style video. I don't really want to do like tips or tricks because as an unpublished author and one that doesn't really feel that experienced, I don't know how well my tips would go over, but if you guys want to see something like that, let me know. I do have like tips that work for me kind of a thing. I don't know. This is going to be one of those videos that I'm going to like beg of you to give me your recommendations, what you want to see from me in this light of my channel. I want to make 2021 like to include more writing stuff on my channel because yes, I do consider myself a booktuber over an author tuber, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to include more author and writing content on my channel. So that's gonna be super exciting. Maybe even like dedicate one vlog a month to being a writing vlog of some kind. I'm not entirely sure. I have to figure it out. So if you guys have any suggestions, please, 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 please comment them down below. I would love to hear them. But yes, that's really it for me for 2021 goals of mine in the writing sphere. What did I really talk about? I talked about Project Dream, I talked about Project Dark, I talked about potential romances. So let me know down below, as I said, any like recommendations or requests you guys have and content of mine. Let me know down below what you guys want to see from me in 2021, writerly wise. And also let me know down below one of your goals for 2021. Doesn't have to be writing based, it can be reading based, anything like that. But let me know down below because it's the beginning of the year and I think that we should all set goals that are achievable. Like, really, my goals this year are quite vague, except for Project Dream. They're pretty concrete. I would really love to have this being queried by the end of the year. So except for that one and just the inclusion of like wanting to make more content and participating in the camps and stuff like that, my goals are a little bit more loosey-goosey this year because 2020 was a year. It was a year, and I think that setting goals that are a little bit more broad and a little bit more achievable is my like personal kind of, I don't want to say goal because that's not what it is, but like personal letting myself do kind of just be okay in 2021. So yes, that's it from me, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please let me know by hitting that like button and I will catch you in another video soon. Stay kind and keep on writing.